And we are back, and we're going to talk about
Worlds Collide. This is gonna be a short one because there aren't as many matches, but ooh man, my dick was so fucking empty after
So
this.
also, Hot Flash was in town, and she watched the entire show.
God.
So we're in Vegas, and my mothership in Hot Flash. We're gonna hang out on Fremont Street. Was the initial plan,
Right.
but because there were men in tights,
Hot Flash decided to
wanted to stay in, have some pizza, and watch the show. And I swear to God, we should have put a towel on the couch. So,
there was a lot of coochie sweat going on there.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, and speaking of coochie sweat, let's start with probably her favorite wrestler, Finn Bálor. Also, I'm going to tweet that at Finn Bálor, too, by the way. Finn Bálor versus Ilja Dragunov. This match was really good.
It was really good. It was a good opening match.
I expected nothing less.
Right.
A great opening match.
Yeah.
I was this is one of those things where every match here does not deserve to be the opening match.
Right.
Every match is that good.
Right.
But Finn Bálor won with the 1916, an unreal match.
Oh, that was a great match.
Ilja Dragunov, honestly, should be talked about, at least not... He should be talked about to be going for the NXT UK champion.
Oh, absolutely.
He's just that good. Finn Bálor has already established that he deserves it. And he does. Obviously, he's on NXT.
Right.
But, come on. This match was just that good.
Oh, yeah.
Really held his own. Super great stuff.
Yep.
Our next match. Angel Garza, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Jordan Devlin, and Travis Banks
This match.
for the newly christened NXT champion. So before we get into it, the NXT logo replaced WWE. The strap is black.
No, it's purple.
No, it's not. It's black.
It's the NXT Cruiserweight champion.
But it's black.
Okay, who cares?
No, it's aesthetics. No, it is
God
black.
damn it.
It is black. This match exceeded my expectations 1,000-fold. So amazing. I can't say enough about this match.
The number of spots was out. I mean, it was just...
It was out of this world.
It was out of this world. They told a great story with this match.
Nobody looked weak either.
Ooh.
Not at all. But the finish was amazing. It was a Devlin side for Jordan Devlin to win the Cruiserweight champion.
So what we're thinking is that the Cruiserweight champion is going to go to NXT UK and become the secondary championship for UK.
Right. Which I don't mind.
I don't mind that.
No.
But I think they're going to rename it. I feel like they're going to rename it to the European champion.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, what I think is going to happen is that it's going to be something very similar to the NXT women's tag team champion, or the NXT women's champion, the WWE women's tag team champions, and the 24/7 champion is going to be interbrandable, with the same level of weight class.
We'll see. The thing is that I don't think USA and Fox want the Cruiserweight champion on their shows.
I'm not saying that they're going to go between all four brands. I'm saying it's going to go between NXT and NXT UK.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
But I'm very happy that Jordan Devlin won. We gave Jordan Devlin.
Jordan Devlin deserves this.
Oh yeah, high praise I think from literally everybody, and I think that's why he won.
Yeah.
Even though Angel Garza lost, but Isaiah Scott took the pin, nobody looked weak.
No.
It was just such a great
match.
This match, I thought this match was going to be the opener. I'll be honest with you, because we didn't even know who was going to be the other two participants until much later in the week. So we just did not know. And goddamn, they exceeded my expectations.
Oh, yeah.
A great post-match promo by Jordan Devlin.
Yeah,
Super good stuff. Moving on to the next. DIY versus Moustache Mountain. So before we get into it, Hot Flash saw Tyler Bate and said, I would tap that ass, not knowing that Tyler Bate is 21, which is the age of her youngest son. So she's like, man, I would tap that ass. I'm like, do you not realize he's 21? No. It's like, oh my God, I really just said that to somebody who's the same age as my youngest son. I'm like, yeah. My God, I mean, I was like, man, there's not enough alcohol in this world.
Oh, when Angel Garza took his pants off and revealed the tights, like, oh, here we go.
Oh yeah, that was amazing. But this match, DIY and Moustache Mountain. I mean, I knew this was going to be a great match.
I knew this match was going to be good no matter who won. I had Moustache Mountain to win.
I had DIY. DIY won. Yeah, it was a meet in the middle, big knee and super kick to him. By this time, we were tied up, actually, as a part of predictions.
We were up until the Royal Rumble.
Which we'll get to after the break, after our next break.
Oh, Jesus.
So, DIY won. God damn these two. Like, nobody in this match can have a bad match.
No.
We praise every single match that they have because they just put in so much work. You can tell that they're super passionate about pro wrestling. Yep. And, you know, sometimes you just know, you know? Rhea, our next match, Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm for the NXT.
This was the weakest match of the night, but it was the weakest out of a very good show.
So let me talk to you here, because I'm going to bitch.
All right, fuck.
You knew this was coming.
I'm going to leave.
He's not leaving, because one, I'm holding on to his wine.
Give me back my wine.
God. You're such a baby.
I like my wine.
So anyway, the NXT Women's Champion is now called the NXT Champion. Now, I know a lot of people say I'm not a sexist, but women deserve to be in the kitchen, and that's obviously a sexist term. But if you're going to confuse the masses with this bullshit, and this is nothing against the NXT Women's Division. This was a good match. I've seen better matches between these two. But it was a good match. My problem is that they're going to try to rebrand the women's division as to an equal to a man. I'm sorry. You can't do that. And I'm not saying that men are better than women, because nobody is better than anybody, because we've seen good women's matches and bad men's matches and vice versa all weekend long. But it's a women's champion and a regular champion. I'm sorry, who main evented WrestleMania? Was it the WWE champion? No, it was a women's champion. I think they're devaluing the women's division with this decision. Because people are going to look this up online, and people are going to get confused. If you want to cater to the casual viewer, you need to have a clear understanding of a distinction. I'm sorry. I'm going to call it the women's champion, because it is. They're women wrestling. And just because it's called the NXT champion does not mean it's over the women's champion. Because clearly it's not. I'm done, by the way. Peanut Galleries is sitting down, letting me rant.
So now that we have appealed to the people with less than 100 IQ,
so let's
appeal to us who are intelligent and say that it is a great decision.
All right, well, okay, you know what? Maybe we should do a debate on this bullshit, like, in the next show. I don't know. I like our next topic. So anyway, go ahead. Explain your bullshit, and I'll tell you why it's wrong.
Oh, no, I'm not going to explain it. I don't have time for that.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, let's talk about the match at hand, because you were venting for about a minute and a half, and
I give good, credible evidence that the women's champion should be called the women's champion.
It's like giving Donald Trump good, credible evidence.
I'm not even sure how that was relevant.
Donald Trump doesn't have.
You can give him good, credible evidence. It's just depending on how he pays attention to it.
Right. So he's cool.
Yeah, you lost already.
No, I won.
No, you didn't.
I won before it even started.
I actually gave you evidence why it should be distinguished differently.
I have like
and how,
5 SJWs stuck in my dick right now.
Yeah, no. Well, no, you can't say that because
even though they don't know I'm a sexist, misogynist.
this is a microaggression.
Person. Poor dog.
So Tiger Hyde doesn't actually view himself as a man anymore. I'm actually a transgender sexual queer who's gender fluid due to a fight. So if
I identify myself as a squirrel.
So if a woman hits me, I turn into a woman and beat the shit out of her.
Excellent.
And if I'm a man, I turn into a man and beat his wife. Anyway.
So speaking of men versus women, Rhea Ripley won. It was an okay-ish match. Moving on to Imperium versus Undisputed Era. Wonderful match. But let's talk about the big part where Alexander Wolf got knocked to his britches.
So in my notes, I said Bert. No, he got hurt. So what happened was, to my knowledge, is that it was a double team move.
He put his chin up and he got hit.
Well, no, he got hit in the back first. His body went forward, and then he got kneed in the chin.
Oh.
So it was just synchronized where he was knocked out.
And the UFC praised the ref for seeing that before.
Amazing
job. Amazing job by the ref.
He put himself on top of Alexander Wolf. He called for the X. Everything was out because you knew he was hurt. And it was a great job.
Yeah.
And I praise him, and I'm glad that Alexander Wolf is good.
Yeah.
He didn't have to go to the hospital.
Nope.
He was checked in the back, and he was just knocked out like Liv Morgan was when that happened.
Right.
Where, tag in, I come in, you take me to the back, and I'm generally okay.
Right.
He'll be out for probably a week or two, for the most part.
Right.
Alexander Wolf didn't wrestle a ton.
No.
But I'm very happy that he's okay. I know he watches our show.
Yeah.
So it was a great match, though.
It was.
Despite it being 3-on-2 or 3-on-2.
4-on-3. Just shut up and go drink.
All right, well.
Jesus, he's calling the women's division something sexist. Fuck this guy. Anyway, so
I'm calling the women's division the women's division. Okay.
So Undisputed Era lost. Fortunately, it was a great main event.
It was a really good main event. It was a
Imperium
great
won,
match.
my favorite tag team right now in WWE.
Easily.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. So with that was the end of the show, by the way.
It was.
It was so easy to watch.
All right, so Tiger Hype, match of the night, and how do you give the whole show?
I'm going to give this show a solid 4.5.
Okay.
I'm going to give it that half because I feel like the women's match. It was a women's match because they're women.
Shut up and just tell us.
So I felt like it was a little underwhelming.
Okay.
And then Alexander Wolf getting hurt.
That's what they say in bed with you.
Also, the thing is, Marshall Barthel was the guy who took all of the Alexander Wolf spots on the fly. So, big kudos to him for taking more punishment to make sure that the sequence of stuff continued.
Right.
So I think that's why, because it's like, on the fly, who's going to take it? I will do it. Perfect. Awesome. But it was really good. It was still a really good match.
So anyways,
honestly,
match of the night, though. Match of the night.
I'm going to give this super controversial. I think the Cruiserweight champion...
Just kidding.
The Cruiserweight champion was the best match. It exceeded my expectations tenfold. The Swerve was really good.
Yeah.
Anybody here could have justifiably won, and I would have been fine. And I think with the new belt design, it issues a new era where now I think this championship is going to go between the two brands. And I'm very happy about that.
So, Cynical Peanut Gallery is going to give it 4 stars. And I'm going to agree with you on the Cruiserweight Championship match. That was the match of the night.
And I was fully expecting Imperium and Undisputed Era.
I fully expected that, but I think that there were a couple mishaps in there that really kind of brought the match down.
Now, Alexander getting hurt was nobody's fault.
No, but
this is wrestling, not ballet.
But I think that it's it affected the match in ways where it could not have been as great as it was.
Right.
They made the most of it, though. Don't get me wrong, it was a great match. But
I expected Undisputed Era and Imperium to have a great match, but I did not expect the Cruiserweight Champion to be that good.
Oh, that was a good match.
That made this Cruiserweight Champion feel more important than I have seen in years.
Yeah. So anyways, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Royal Rumble.
Yes.